The fisherman released a small fish back into the water, but the fish swam to the back of his boat and pushed him toward a cliff. Even though the fisherman used all his strength to resist, he eventually fell off the cliff. When he regained consciousness, he found himself in a grove of blooming peach trees. The fisherman suddenly realized that the little fish must have brought him there. As he walked deeper into the grove, two small birds appeared to guide him. He followed the birds along the path, and before long, he arrived at a cave. Inside, he saw nothing but piles of stones. Just as he was about to turn back, he suddenly noticed a faint light. To his surprise, there were actually people living there. The fisherman saw that the villagers lived a very prosperous life. Gathering his courage, he approached and greeted an old man. After hearing the fisherman's story, the old man invited him into his home as a guest. When the fisherman saw a table full of fish and meat, he couldn't believe it was meant for him, until the old man confirmed it. There was even fresh fruit served after the meal. Huge peaches bigger than a man's head, the likes of which the fisherman had never seen. Secretly, he kept a peach pit for himself, hiding it away after finishing the fruit. Curious, he asked the old man how he found this place. It turned out that the old man's ancestors had stumbled upon this hidden land centuries ago while fleeing from a war. Since then, no one had ever left the valley, and the fisherman was the first outsider to ever arrive. The fisherman thought such a feast was just a one-time welcome, but to his surprise, every single meal afterward was just as abundant, with more fish and meat than he could eat. He began to dream of settling down there permanently, so he decided to quietly return home first, take care of his affairs, and then come back to stay forever. However, the old man had already seen through his thoughts. He agreed to let the fisherman leave, but only on the condition that he never reveal this secret place to anyone. The fisherman promised, but when he finished settling things at home and tried to return, he couldn't find the peach grove again. Overcome with regret, he eventually stopped keeping the secret and told others about the hidden paradise. When the local governor heard about it, he led people to search for the valley himself, but they couldn't find it either. Believing the fisherman had lied to him, the governor had him severely beaten. Now, the fisherman faces execution, sentenced to die that very day.